In today's quickie, we have the 2025 redesigned MINI Cooper S Convertible. You can get your hands on the convertible for a little over $35,000. Underneath this hood with dual shocks, it opens up real wide like a clamshell. We have a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, and this S model has 201 horsepower, about a 20 horsepower bump over the standard Mini 2-liter turbo. There's also the John Cooper Works, which will give you the 221 horsepower. I don't think it's quite available at the time of this review. This has about 221 pound-feet of torque. Transmission, well, no longer a manual transmission, and it is standard 7-speed dual clutch automatic. Should be able to get over 30 miles per gallon with the Mini. Let's go ahead and turn on those lights. We got those iconic circular-like daytime running lights. They're more like ovals nowadays compared to the more circular ones in generations past. Awesome Mini logo there. We got a big blacked out front grille here. A little bit of largemouth bass action. We got the red S to let you know this has the extra performance on this model. You can get different colors. You can get a paint matched color for the bezel as well, if I remember correctly. I like the British flag outline here on the drop top. Closing the front door, the frameless windows look amazing. As we come down to the bottom, we have 18-inch wheels. These are 215 by 40, really skinny tires, and they should provide a very good handling experience. We'll see from a ride quality experience here in a little bit. You can get two-tone mirrors, but they're all just blacked out on this model. This also has a 360 camera option. So we come to the back, tiny overhangs. I'm glad, even though the Mini Cooper has gotten bigger, the overhangs are still tiny. So we come to the rear. Well, let's turn on the lights again because they turned off when I shut the door, just barely. That might show up for you guys. The British flag inspired rear taillights here. Cooper S above the license plate. We have no visible exhaust tips, and I think that's a good indicator. Has a fully electric variant of this as well, which I haven't driven yet. All right, what kind of trunk do we have in this convertible? Well, you can put 80 kilograms here, so I'm not gonna sit on it, but you can fold the rear seats down as well. Really small trunk here. It would be a good battle between this trunk and the trunk of the MX-5. I will do a convertible comparison between these two really fun to drive convertibles. We have levers on each side here. If we lift them up, you can lift this up a little bit to maybe get some access to a couple things. Remove this, just a little bit more storage or fit something odd in the trunk while lifting that up. Nothing too crazy. I like that exhaust burble that we get. This little screen comes up and down. When the car locks, this folds down. I'll talk more about my thoughts on that in the long review. Okay, shall we flip open the top? You press it down and press and hold, and it's inching back like an inchworm here. And that's cool because you can just use it as a sunroof if you want, and have it half open, and then it fully folds down. Oh, and then it lets me know it is complete. So let's go ahead and look at what the Mini looks like now on the outside. I absolutely love it. The Mini Cooper has so much style, so much clout. Oh God, why is it honking at me? Super cute. My goodness. I need to start driving this. I love that the antenna right at the top of the little A-pillar where the A-pillars join, I guess. I like how we have real nice vanity mirrors here. No vanity light though. Let's go ahead and close this fabric trimmed door. All right, on the inside here, I have an immovable armrest from what I can tell. 2 USB-Cs below that, a 12 volt, lots of storage here. In a manual, this is obviously where your gear shifter would be, your cup holders, wireless charger. You can throw our phone into that. I like how it appears to be ventilated. I'll test that more here in a little bit. Big old OLED screen. I like that it's circular. I'll talk more about its functionality in my driving this week in my long-term review. It is a little bit laggy from what I'm seeing, which is a disappointment. All right, I love the vents. They're super cute. Look at this blue and red stitching here. I have a cool little strap like almost like a bag strap or a seatbelt strap here. I like the stitching. The stitching's fantastic on this real chunky steering wheel. All right, I like have real buttons here instead of a touch capacitive experience. And I love all the traditional switch gear here for drive, park. Let's check out that 360 camera. Pretty cool. It would have been nice if it took up more of the screen, but it is what it is. Experiences, let's see here. Oh, that is laggy. Go-kart. I have different sound effects with the when it gets into different. That's a bit silly. I don't want sound effects when I'm going through different themes here. Ooh, here's a cool timeless theme. Very classic British, like the Big Ben. We have a volume knob here, and that doesn't seem to affect the noises when you get into a new screen theme, for example. Got the Harman Kardon sound system. What's it like getting in the back? Well, I mean, this is literally where I sit. My kids couldn't even sit back here. But the seats back here are really, really cute. Let's move that seat forward. I mean, honestly, this is gonna be somebody's glorified trunk more times than not. Okay, manual seat here. Let's go and fold this forward. Okay, so that's what kind of where it's gonna lock. Sitting in the back, oh no, don't go back on me, please. Yeah, I mean, decent leg, actually really good leg room, and the person up front would have good leg room. So this is really a 3-seater unless the driver is really short. These seats are extremely upright, honestly. As I move the headrest up, these are not very comfortable seats. I'm getting pushed in here on the right-hand side. So maybe for little kids or smaller adults for the back seat, assuming you don't have giants in the front seat. A tiny little storage compartment here, maybe for a phone, but really it's a bare bone experience back here despite having super cute seats. These seats are adorable, even though most people are never gonna sit back here. Put into drive, there's even a low mode, which is quite entertaining. The head-up display is a bit dim. I wonder if there's a way for me to brighten it. It says brightness at night. That's not what I'm looking for. That could be the brightest it gets. I'll do some more research. Oh man, this 2-liter, the visibility out the back is absolutely terrible with the top down. And that's typically where convertibles excel, is with visibility, because there's no B pillar, there's no C pillar, but how the top cinches up, I can't see crap behind me. Hopefully the camera can pick that up. All right, well, first impression of driving this Mini, you know, the engine is smooth. It even though it's an S, it doesn't feel that fast, to be honest, okay? The 7-speed seems a bit, not super sleepy, just half pedal down. Yeah, there's a little turbo lag as well, which maybe adds to the character. Oh, we're gonna be able to take this at speed. Oh, the handling, I can already tell. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Honestly, I don't care about the power too much because I'm not going to be speeding around. This is a very similar vehicle like the MX-5. The strengths are in its charm and its handling capabilities. I can easily say that it handles just fantastically. It doesn't feel like it weighs anything. I know that the non-convertible would handle better. It's a more rigid vehicle, but and I know the visibility, oddly enough, the visibility would be better in the coupe because of the top like being an obstruction. But you know, this is a really fun car, as I would expect that it would be just from looking at it. There are no surprises here. Would I prefer a manual? You bet your butt I would rather have a manual. It would make the car more responsive because, you know, the downshifts take a while and, you know, you do have that turbo lag, but when you get a turn, which I don't have hardly any where I live, and there's no paddle shifters, that's really surprising. That would add to the fun here. You know, manual, of course, would be superior, but No paddle shifters is really a strange thing. Go-kart, so maybe go-kart's the sport mode here. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, there it is. There it is, okay. Go-kart is the sport mode. And you just flip it to the top here, and then core is going to be the normal mode, but I can tell in the go-kart it likes to hang on to the gears a lot more. I don't have any indication of what gear I'm in, which is kind of surprising. Did you see that? It turns into a flower here when I'm not on the gas pedal at all. All right, but let's get back into go-kart mode, because that is going to be its funnest mode here. Has a ridiculous sound. It tells me how much horsepower and torque I'm making. All right, so let's go and do pedal down. Oh man, again, like if I have a dual clutch, which I do, paddle shifters would make this experience so much better. I don't know why it's missing from this S model. Maybe they locked it away for the John Cooper Works model so that can be a little bit more fun to drive. I don't know. This is just a really, really strange situation here. Yeah, I can just see how dirty this is getting. Just like I would have to have a cloth down here. This thing gets real messy. But I'll see you guys in my full length review on my main channel, Kirk Rifles. Let's hope I can take this turn up here with some speed as we get around this Ram. And I'll just let the vehicle do the talking for us. Ah, truck. The Taco has our pole position.